Hello. Brittany, how you doing today?
I'm fine. And your name?
I'm Soraya, your probation officer. You come here every month, remember?
Oh.
Okay. All right. So Brittany, how's it going? Tell me a little bit why you're here today.
Well, I'm here because I've been labeled as a sex offender, and I haven't been seeing my kids for over the past 2 months, and I would like to see my children.
Okay, labeled as a sex offender. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, the last month, I have been talking to a few minors because I'm like 35 years old, and I've been talking to a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old, and supposedly they have told on me saying that I have been touching on them. I don't know if you have that in your file, or I don't know. Is that what you have in your file?
Okay, so when you say, well, you're just gonna rewind this. So when you say touching on them, what exactly how do you mean? Like, in what kind of way?
Like, touching the arm, touching the leg, very inappropriately.
Okay, so you agree that they're touching them is inappropriate?
Correct.
Okay, so why do you do it?
I guess you could say I have a problem. I guess I like little children, if you will, and I've been having a little problem with dealing with other grown-ups of my age, and I have I guess you could say a way of not really communicating well with the adult world, so I prefer to talk to minors.
Okay, so the first step is admitting. So you admitted that you had a problem, right?
Correct.
Okay, so why do you think it's hard for you to talk to someone more of your age?
I guess you can say a while back I have been talking or dealing with someone around my age, and it did not go too well, and I've been trying multiple times, so I feel like that right there is not working for me.
Okay, so you're so frustrated with people your age because you feel like you can't relate to them, but you can relate to people who are younger than you.
Correct.
Okay, all right. We're gonna go back into like your kids. When's the last time you seen your kids?
2 months ago. I talked to them briefly, and after that, the officer calmly took them away. So didn't really have too much of a conversation with them, if you will.
Okay, so how does that make you feel?
That does frustrate me. I love my kids, you understand, and I do want them back in my life, but again, for some reason, my problem or addiction is not allowing me to see them. Okay. So it frustrates me.
Okay, so you're frustrated because you can't see your kids because of your problem.
Correct.
Okay, so now what steps do you think you need to take to be able to see your kids again?
Well, isn't this why you're here, to help me solve that issue that I'm having?
Yeah, but I'm asking you, what do you feel like you can do to help?
Probably go to counseling.
Counseling, that's a good one. Okay.
Yes.
So it says in my file that you are to be on probation for the next year.
Yes.
And we actually have programs available for your kind of problem.
Okay.
So would you be willing to take those steps?
Of course, most definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you have 2 kids?
I have 3.
Okay. All right, 3 kids. All right. So how would you feel if someone was touching on your kids?
To be perfectly honest, I really would be very upset. I would have to probably go to the parents and talk to them, be like, what are you doing? Why are you touching my kids? I'll probably, scream, be very, very angry, because I would not want anybody touching my children, if you understand.
So you would be angry that someone is touching on your kids inappropriately?
That's correct.
And you would go to the parents because you feel like it would be their fault?
Correct.
Okay. So
they should discipline.
Discipline. You
right.
feel like, okay, you think
right.
it's a discipline problem.
Yes.
Okay, so do you feel like you were disciplined?
I never really had a family.
Okay.
You understand? I basically grew up by myself, basically learning stuff on my own. Never really had a mother or father to show me the ropes, if you will.
Okay, so you think that this problem goes back to you not having that support system?
Correct.
Or that kind of guidance from your family?
Right.
Okay, so you had to grow up on your own and figure everything out as you go.
That's right.
Okay, all right. So, how's your relationship now with your family?
I mean, I really haven't spoken to my mother really in a while. Don't know where my father is because he hasn't been in my life, so I don't know about him. But my mother, for the most part, I guess she's doing okay.
Okay, so do you feel like your bond with your mother is stronger than before?
It's drastically, coming back up together, and every step at a time. When I do speak to her, it's been going on.
Okay, so it's a step-by-step process, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that's the same thing with working towards getting back your children, okay? It's gonna be a step-by-step process. But you said you're accepting responsibility.
Correct.
That you did what you did, right?
Yes, and I admitting I'm not going to lie. I do need help, as you say. So I'm basically here for you and for my support as basically family. Even though I don't have any, but hopefully they will be here to help me through this process.
So would you say that you feel remorseful for your
Most definitely.
your prior behaviors?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. Do you feel like you would have the urge to do it again?
No. This is why I'm again here, so I can avoid doing it again. Yes.
All right, that's good. It seems like you really want to change.
I do.
And you really want to work towards getting your children back, which is a good step in the right direction. Okay. So
So
stop. Okay, so Brittany, we're gonna get you set up an addiction program, okay?
What program is this? Can you give me more information on?
Okay,
what that is here?
so this program is for people like you who have a problem with, we're gonna say molestation.
Okay.
Okay, because you touch younger kids, people don't really know, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's just gonna help you work through the problems. You mentioned something about your family life. They're gonna bring up family life.
Okay.
And they're gonna ask you a little bit more about that, go deeper into that to get to the root of the problem, okay? Is that something that you're willing to do?
Yes, I will.
Okay, all right, Brittany. So we will talk again, like we will meet up again next week to see where you are. But I wish you the best of luck. I believe that you want to change,
Thank you.
and it is possible. Let's get your kids back.
All right, thank you.
Okay, great.
Have a
See
good
you next
evening.
time.
All right.